And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Terrific view of the nighttime traffic between Manhattan and our setting tonight, Brooklyn, New York. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. And quite a few players out of the lineup. Taking a look at who's out for both teams.
A half dozen scratches from the game.
Just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Allie LaForce. Allie.
Brian, thank you. Well, James Harden's one-on-one scoring ability is unsurpassed. He said, quote, "I honestly can't tell you what I'm thinking. Nothing's predetermined."
He is deadly, Allie. Thank you. Here are the five for the Suns. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Durant and Griffin, the combo out front. James Harden out there with Patrick Mills. And it's Bembry in at small forward. Oh, it's a marquee showdown tonight, Doris. Two of the elite teams in the league.
BA, there are certain regular season games that both players and fans alike will circle the calendar. The fans are fired up. The players were excited at shoot-around. This one we had to watch.
Griffin finds Durant. Back to Griffin. Now here's Durant. Up and over Crowder. Nice shot by Durant.
We talk so often about three-point and restricted area shots, but the best players can score from the mid-range. Count Kevin Durant amongst them.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. Shoots over Harden. Paul can't get it to go.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
There's the triple. Durant's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Harden with it. Griffin right side. The deep three from Durant. From beyond the arc and then some. Durant's got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
You know Blake Griffin's NBA career certainly didn't have humble beginnings. I mean, he won the slam dunk contest and Rookie of the Year in his debut season. He really hit the ground running.
Outside Harden. Bridges against Durant. From deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Bridges outside. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 5. A shot from the high post. Bridges misses. And while Blake Griffin's career certainly got off to a hot start, Grant, he's also managed to remain a dominant force over the years.
No question. He's a guy who can get it done. Points, rebounds, assists, anything you need. He's a great example of an enduring talent.
Up top, Paul, defended by Harden. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Durant on the attack. It doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Crowder. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Outside for Harden. Takes the 3. He can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Over Mills. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Brooklyn making some changes. Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Johnson comes in for Durant. And it's Carter in for Mills. Harden, the pass to Aldridge. To the middle. And And Aldridge with the slam.
The focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Payne. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. James Harden picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
First free throw is good. You know, ever since the Orlando bubble, Payne has been a much improved player, Doris.
Well, there's no doubt Cameron Payne used the momentum gained in Orlando. That confidence has carried over, and now he's finding himself a rotation player who's making contributions.
Shamet, he's checked in for the Suns. That one drops for him.
Such a nice touch on the ball from Aldridge. He knows exactly how much power to put on the inside shot.
Payne, the pass to Johnson. And again, it's the Suns missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Outside Johnson. That three's off the mark. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Shamet. Up and over Carter. And the basket by Shamet. 1:24 left to play in the first. And here's Harden. Down low. And Aldridge with the basket on the assist by Harden. Aldridge has got 6 points.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Pass to Payne. And James Harden pulls it down.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Carter. Outside Harden. Puts up a three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, just a smart call by Harden. Using the pick to shake off the defense and get himself a look.
Johnson. Goes back up. And Aldridge with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
So the Nets making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. Here's Bridges. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Bembry. Now here's Harden, defended by Payne. Here's the three, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And that's just precision personified from Harden beyond the arc. I mean, he looks so comfortable shooting from out there.
Here's McGee, and that's not gonna go. And so it's Brooklyn, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well, that's why they're up. Back to the game after this break. And he's always been a coach on the floor. Chris Paul is a commuter.
With anything, whether it's business, work.
And CP3 never shy, Grant.
Never shy indeed. Always holding himself and his teammates accountable.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range to this point. Always nice to start out like that.
And what passing we've seen from this group already, too. They could put up a big number in the assist column by the end of this one.
Javon Carter is out there with James Harden. Then it's DeAndre Bembry. Then there's James Johnson. And it's Millsap in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. That one goes in.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Payne, pass to McGee. Good. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Payne against Harden. Going inside. Excellent D there from Payne. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And the ball out of play, the Nets will have it.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Durant, he's checked in for Bembry. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. Crowder comes in for Bridges. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Harden. Jumps up. And Harden with the slam.
Good effort on defense pays off for Harden. He gets a steal and starts the fast break.
And Phoenix shooting at about 44% so far. Payne against Harden from 11 feet away. The shot by Payne, no good. The Nets have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Durant. Pass to Millsap. Now here's Crowder. Payne with it. Durant covering. Right side Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the low block. Second chance shot. Rebound Brooklyn. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With this team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Timeout called, the Nets.
Well, you think about Jay Crowder's career. He has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Chris Paul comes in for Payne. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Harden with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Here's Aldridge. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Aldridge has got 8 points. And Doris, Crowder's defense a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Paul. And it's blocked by Harden. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Driving inside. And Harden with the slam.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls.
Booker, good.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Second quarter.
Here's Harden. And it's Harden with the big finish.
Check it out. Harden putting on a show, throwing down an acrobatic dunk.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Paul. Durant pulls it in.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Patrick Mills. That's his first foul. Bembry, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Suns also making a change. Bridges, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Booker. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Outside Harden. Aldridge passes to Harden. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Here's Bridges. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
And the Suns making a change here. McGee's checked in. Harden against Paul. The shot. And that one's long. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to McGee, to the wing, right side. Paul passes to Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 7 now in this quarter.
We know this about Devin Booker. He is not shy. Deep from 3, yes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Harden from outside. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. James Harden led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight, he's really turned it around. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players, everyone working.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And so in the game for the Suns, Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot.
And so often you see Harden flip the ball up there off the bounce, so it's cool to see him elevate and hammer it through.
And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And Booker with the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus. And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
And of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
And Phoenix shooting around 50% in the game so far. And the shot goes in.
Well, for certain guys, the mid-range is not where you want to be, but for Devin Booker, it's money.
On the wing, Durant launches a 3. Durant with another miss. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Good chance here for Booker, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Booker's got 15.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Paul shot is off.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Over to the wing. Harden finds Durant. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 7 assists in the game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Bridges outside. Back to Crowder. Pass to Ayton. No luck on that one. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Durant draws the double. Paul with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
You simply cannot sleep on Crowder in transition. He's a speedy forward who will run the floor for easy opportunities.
Paul against Harden. Outside Durant. Nets keep it alive. Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Out to the right wing. Durant against Crowder. Right side Mills. Drains the triple. And it's a 12-point Nets lead. All right, we're putting you on the spot here, Doris. Who do you think is the best head coach in the NBA?
Boy, you're trying to get me into trouble, BA. I think most people are going to answer sort of old school Pop because of the number of championships. I'm going to take it in a different direction and say one of the guys that captivates me, whether he's loaded with stars or whether he's trying to grind it out, that would be Eric Spoelstra. He's got the ability to X and O with the best of them, and I think he manages people as well as anyone I've seen.
Here's Durant. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Durant's got 16 points.
Kevin Durant's ability to catch and release before the defense can react, so critical, so sweet.
Phoenix calls timeout. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Bembry. Pass to Johnson. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Harden against McGee. And here's Johnson. And here's Mills from the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And Booker gets double teamed. McGee passes to Johnson. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. Shamet, he's checked in for the Suns. 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Harden. He takes it in.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
The Suns have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Here's Payne. And Harden with the block. Here's Durant. Another shot. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he makes the first.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Harden. Fires the three. And the Nets, another three.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kevin Durant is out there with Johnson. Then it's James Harden. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
A quick leaper with good instincts. Aldridge can be so disruptive as a defender.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Harden against McGee. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And they'll get another chance. Back to Mills. Outside Harden. Durant for 3. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Payne against Harden. Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. Here's McGee. He's guarded by Mills. Goes up on the baseline. And there's McGee. That one's good. On the assist by Bridges.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Harden against Paul. Pass to Johnson. Now Durant. The 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bembry comes in for Johnson. No problems knocking that one down.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Durant for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, a good look from Bridges. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Harden pass to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Crowder inside. Durant's there. Nice D from Durant. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Crowder with a steal. Now here's Booker. He's guarded by Mills. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Tipped. Bridges against Durant. Durant draws the double. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Booker. Pass to Bridges. 4-3. They get it back. And Ayton gets it to go.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Outside Harden. And here's Griffin. He's guarded by Paul. And Griffin gets it to go.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Crowder, the pass to Paul. Boy, it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go.
Well, Paul can be consistent from that part of the floor. Defenses should know you can't allow his mid-range game to start cooking.
Inside. Griffin's shot is off, and Blake Griffin is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. The Suns have gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Call against Harden. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They've made the long-range shot look like a layup at times in this one.
You know, another thing I've noticed is how many of their baskets are coming off assists. Great ball movement for them all day.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Back to Mills. Griffin outside. Shot clock at 6. Durant. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus. And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Nets.
Their shot blocking was a huge advantage in this game.
Yeah, I love the excellent defense in the paint. It led to a lot of key stops.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for James Harden.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
And Griffin gets it to go.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Paul passes to Bridges. No one near him. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, Devin Booker, one of the rare guys in the NBA, the ability to score at will, and he's rolling right now.
Outside Mills. Durant for 3. Fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
James, I'd love to know whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense. What aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and, and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.